Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of VegasVIPServices.com, and I'm standing here in front of Zouk Nightclub. This is a new addition to the Las Vegas nightclub scene, and we're at the Resorts World, which is a beautiful new hotel across the street, almost from the Wynn Encore complex. And wow, they got really something cooking here. They got a new day club called AYU Dayclub as well, but the big hitter here is Zouk Nightclub, and that's what I'm standing in front of here. So let's talk about Zouk and Zouk Nightclub bottle service in Las Vegas, and I'm going to give you all the ins and outs of getting into this place. You can see here in the background they got some big LEDs going on. They're flashing Tiësto and Zedd on the LED. I'm here on an off night. They're not actually open tonight, but I do have some footage from the other night when I did my first table here, and customers had a great time. I've actually had a comp table here as an industry comp, and it was a fantastic party. And I really like the layout of the club. It gives you that kind of like a Ibiza, like warehouse, big club feel, high ceilings, really good light show. They have it broken down into two rooms. There's the main room, which has the main DJ, and then the stage, and then there's kind of like lower dance floor, upper dance floor, kind of like third tier. And there's another room that they can section off, which on big DJ nights, when say Tiësto or Zedd's here, they open it up all and make it all one room. But on other nights, they can potentially section it off, have another DJ in the other room. That's called the Empire room, and then there's Empire tier 1 and tier 2 tables. Okay, so basically like your dance floor and then your upper dance floor tables. Now, when the whole rooms open up, I don't mind the lighting here. There's a lot of crazy LED stuff going on in the background here. But when the whole room's open up, there's really not a bad table in the whole club. Okay, even the one in the say tier 2 of the Empire room, even though it's far back from the DJ, it's still a good view and it's still a good table. Okay, so there's a lot of traffic back there. You got several bars spread out throughout the venue. There's one on the right when you walk in. There's a couple on the left-hand side, and then there's a big circular one that is kind of like for overflow and stuff from the main room when the other bars are full. Club's huge. I would guess the capacity is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 3,000, maybe even 3,500. It's a monster club. It's upscale, so you're definitely going to want to dress the part here. You're going to want to wear nice clothes, no work boots, no jerseys, no athletic gear. Nice clothes, guys. Get your nice pants on, maybe a nice pair of jeans, no rips, nothing like that. You don't want to wear anything baggy. A nice shirt. You can wear like a V-neck and maybe a collared shirt of some sort, a long sleeve, designer pattern long sleeve shirt. You can get away with like your Yeezys and your high-end sneakers, the ones that cost like $1,000. I recently bought a pair of those Louboutins, and they are cheap, and those will be okay. They don't want you to wear like gym shoes and stuff, okay? But higher end, upscale sneakers are okay. Dress shoes are definitely preferred, but the place is upscale, so dress the part. Ladies, obviously, come correct. You want to look good. You don't want to be wearing sweatpants and whatnot. You want to wear a dress or some kind of jeans get up, upscale, sexy leather pants, if you will. All right, so that's the dress code. Now let's talk a little bit about security here. They're actually pretty reasonable here. They just, kind of search you for any kind of weapons. They do a metal detector, wand check. They didn't really make you empty your pockets per se, but you definitely got to pull your keys out and whatnot. So just don't bring anything or have anything that could get you in trouble when you're walking through this place, because there is a possibility they could find something. So far from what I've seen, they're not the strictest in town when it comes to that. But again, it's not worth getting caught up over something and getting 86 from the property. And by the way, 86 means you get kicked off the property permanently if you get caught with something that's illegal. Okay, so you don't want that to happen, guys. Because they have a day club here too, and you might want to go to the day club and the nightclub, or visit the nightclub several nights. They have a lot of good big DJs here. Let's talk a second about the music here. They are booking they have Tiësto on the roster for the first year, Zedd, DJ Snake. They also have some tech house guys, if you will. I've seen Cash in their lineup. He's more like EDM. They also had a couple big J Balvin parties here. That was done by a company called Pollen, so they do some little Latin flair here and there with some big artists. They have some tech house guys. I saw Zhu the last time I was here, ZHU, tech house guy. I know they have Disclosure. They've had Nick Fanciulli here, some of the guys I like. And good music, that's going to be like your Sunday Moonbeam party, okay? They're going to have like a Sunday tech house party. I'm not sure how long they're going to continue that. That was kind of more of a summer thing, but I know they have Disclosure here that's coming up Sunday, all right? So let's talk about bottle service in this place. And, of course, the bottles are not cheap in this venue. You're talking about $750 a bottle, roughly, and, tip and tax on top of that. it's not cheap. There's a venue fee, there's a tip and tax fee, and then of course there's the tip for the waitress. So your $750 bottle turns into $1,000 plus, and that's what you're looking at. And then each table has like a minimum spend. Okay, so let's talk about the tables, and as I talk about them, I'm going to flash them up here, and we'll get a better idea what they look like here as we're going. So the best tables in the club that I can tell, as far as I can tell, are the ones up by the stage. We call those the stage tables, up by the DJ. Okay, you got the stage 1 and stage 2 on the right and the left of the DJ, and then there's 3 like U-booths behind the DJ. Okay, those are probably the most prime tables in the whole club. They're pretty nice, pretty expensive as well, but you're up there with the DJ, and a lot of people like that. The next level is going to be your lower dance floor tables. There's kind of like the horseshoe, which is very similar to what you see at like a Hakkasan or XS or even maybe an Omnia, a little bit wider on the Omnia thing. But there's a dance floor in the middle, and then they got the horseshoe, and then you got your lower dance floor tables. There's one in the center that's kind of like the owner's table. That's probably the best one. All right, the right and the left are basically the same on both sides. It's pretty nice. And then right behind that, you're going to have your second, your upper dance floor tables, or your first tier, if you will. And those are pretty good tables as well, reasonably priced, considering the magnitude of the artist and whatnot. You get a pretty nice big table. There's a lot of space to move around for your group, and those are pretty solid as well. And then there's a third row, your tier 2, if you will, that's basically a really great view as well, a little less expensive than the first tier, and also very solid tables. Now that's your main room tables. There'll be a link below, and you can click on that, and you can look at the map. We have a 3D map, and we have a table number map, so you get an idea of what the table is for you and your group. Now you get over to the other room, which again, on big DJ nights feels like it's just part of the main room, just extension of it. But they do have a wall they can put up and section that off. They call that the Empire room. And then there's the visualize like another dance floor basically there, and a DJ in the center if that one window's closed. And then there's your lower dance floor tables, which are your tier 1 tables, and then there's the tier 2 tables that are behind them. Okay, and that again is like another horseshoe. So it's basically you have a dance floor for the main room, and then there's another little dance floor for the Empire room, and then you have your lower and upper dance floor tables in the Empire room as well. Okay, so those are pretty good, very reasonably priced. I've been noticing for like the big artists like Tiësto and Zedd when they're here, if you don't get one of those Empire room tables, the tier 1 or tier 2 tables in advance, those are in the neighborhood of anywhere from say $3,000 to $4,000. Might have to tip a little bit to get a certain one, or bump somebody, if you will. Those are going to be gone pretty quick. Okay, and then you try to book something last minute, say the last 24 hours in advance of the night, you're only going to see stuff that's like 8K and above. Okay, so those 3 and 4K ones are going pretty quick, and there are good tables. They're pretty solid. So let me, if you're coming out to Vegas and you want to check out this new nightclub, Zouk, it's a great club. It's got a great vibe, got great energy. I like the feel of the lighting and the warehouse open feel. It's very, very, Ibiza style, if you will. And if you want to book this club, my cell is right here, 773-459-8133. I'm happy to jump on a call with you and answer any questions you may have and get this thing booked. We do a deposit in advance to hold your table, and then once your table's locked in, nobody can get it. That's the price is the price, and that's what you pay, and you've agreed to that, and they're going to hold that table for you. Okay, so if you want to book this with me, hit me up. Again, I'm Brian Pfeiffer. Thanks for checking this video out. I will talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.